Welcome back guys, and thanks for checking out today's video. I have a pretty cool EG hatchback with a K24 swap and turbo setup in the shop for tuning today, and I thought you guys would be interested in checking it out. So I've already tuned the car, but like usual, I'm gonna go through the details of the build, then I'll share some dyno pulls, and then share the final results at the end. So let's check it out. All right guys, so as I mentioned, this is a K swap. It is a K24 A2 out of a 2006 Acura TSX. It is completely stock internally. It's got the stock oil pump, it's got the stock VTC cam gear, so we're limited to the 25 degrees VTC. As for transmission, it has an Acura RSX base transmission, so the 5-speed transmission. The customer did open it up and put in an 8th gen Civic Si LSD into the 5-speed transmission, so that'll help a lot. As for the turbo kit, the customer did create this himself. He pieced it together from various sources. He went with a 1320 Sidewinder turbo manifold. It has the infamous Boosted Boys GTX 3582R dual ball bearing turbo with the billet compressor wheel. As for charge piping, it has 2.5-inch custom intercooler piping, a Sheepy race vertical flow intercooler. It is running a RSX Type S intake manifold. It has Injector Dynamics ID1050 injectors, K2 fuel system, and it does have an upgraded fuel pump. It does have a Walbro 540 fuel pump in the tank. I'm tuning it on Hondata Kpro V4 today. We are running pump gas. The one thing that held us back today is it does have a small spring in the wastegate. Unfortunately, it only has a 7-pound spring in the wastegate, and we did end up maxing out the boost controller. It has a 3-port boost controller, but I'm gonna go into that in a second. Why don't we check out some shots of the dyno pulls, and then I'll share the final results. All right guys, hope you enjoyed those dyno pulls. All said and done, we were only able to get 12 pounds of boost out of this setup today. It's a combination of the wastegate spring, which is 7 pounds, and then maxing out the 3-port solenoid that is controlled by the Hondata Kpro. But at 12 pounds boost, we ended up making 437 horsepower, 322 foot-pounds of torque, and we revved it out to 7,800 RPM because this is a stock K24 with a stock oil pump. But still great results for 12 pounds of boost. I definitely think we could make way more. We just need a different spring combo and maybe a 4-port, but in all honesty, the 3-ports work really well. They're much more linear. They're easier to work with. So I think the best combo here would be running a higher base wastegate spring, keeping the 3-port, and then just feeding a little bit more boost in up top, and this setup would effortlessly make somewhere between 450 and 500. So that's about it for this setup. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.